Welcome back, Truth Seeker. Want to cover a few more of the March 29th, 2020 coronavirus-related headlines. We'll begin with Queen Elizabeth's royal footman tests positive for coronavirus. Again, on this date, Sunday, March 29th. And what a fitting day it was for this story. Of course, we've been keeping our eyes on the royal family in light of the coronavirus because corona means crown, which has a clear association with the royals. In the time we've been looking at this, Prince Charles has come down with the virus by the numbers, as we covered last week. The move of Meghan and Harry to LA on the date they did will likely end up being a story related to the virus, so that's something to keep an eye on. But with regards to this royal footman, notice the gematria. Again, gematria always tells the tale. If you're new here, gematria is the very simple practice of coding numbers into words. Every move the royal family makes is by this code. Pretty much everything in the mainstream media across the world is by this code. This is the knowledge of the elite. Kabbalah in play within the English language. Kabbalah states God created the world with letters, numbers, and words. These people play God every single day with this code. This entire coronavirus thing is all by the numbers. So notice, with the alphabetic order and with the alphabetic order in rules of numerology, royal footman the exact same as coronavirus. Royal family, of course, also has the 56 gematria, and 56 is encoded all over this ongoing ritual. With regards to the head of the royal family right now, Queen Elizabeth, she's 93 years old, a very specific number to the occult, very special number to Aleister Crowley, the number that represents time, Saturn, the keeper of time. The sun in millions of miles is said to be 93 million miles from the Earth. Corona relates to terminology of a sun eclipse or a solar eclipse. But Wuhan coronavirus, gematria of 93, the Queen coming up on her 94th year, April 21st, 2020. Now, with regards to this story coming March 29th, which is the day the story released, in the UK, they write that date 29/3 like 293, the 60-second prime number. Queen equals 62. And that's been a big number all throughout the Queen's history. She became Queen February 6th, the date written 6/2. She had her coronation June 2nd, a date that can be written 6/2 or 2/6. Queen equals 26 when you use the rules of numerology. So either way, you're covered. Queen 62, 26, always a big number with the Queen. But this is why you hear about this story on March 29th. Again, 293, the 60-second prime, corresponding with the gematria of Queen. News by the numbers all day, every day. Another related story. Singer John Prine hospitalized. The news broke March 29th. The story said that he had been in the hospital in critical condition since March 26th. Another relevant date. He's 73 years old right now, born in 46. So notice, they say he was hospitalized March 26th, 26/3, like 263, the 56th prime, coronavirus 56. The story broke March 29th, again 29/3, like 293, the 62nd prime. Sacrifice has the gematria of 62, as does the surname Prine. And Sacrifice has the gematria of 73, also like Prine, like his age right now. So we'll see if he makes it. This story, it came 199 days from his upcoming birthday, or excuse me, his hospitalization came 199 days from his upcoming birthday. That's the 46th prime number. We've been talking about that number a lot with ongoing virus headlines, especially with the Dean Koontz book, which predicted all this in 1981. But 199, the 46th prime, virus 46, sacrifice 46. Again, he's born in 46. But you get this headline also on the same day, March 29th, about the man named Prine. Also on this day, they're saying that a man of the Jefferies company, a financial institution, they're saying he died at age 56. Again, coronavirus 56. And they're saying his name is Peg Broadbent. Weird name, Peg Broadbent, 62. He died Sunday, March 29th, 29/3, like 293, the 62nd prime. And keep in mind, before any of these headlines even came out, I did a blog post early in the morning And the first post said, keep an eye on 293 and 62 today. Again, 293, the 60-second prime, in light of the ongoing coronavirus pandemic and it being a Sunday, the day of the week named after the sun, where corona relates to the sun. Also the crown. So, Peg Broadbent dies on Sunday at age 56 from complications from coronavirus. The man who put out the story was the CEO of the company, Rich Handler, whose name is also 62. Pretty interesting. And what a name too, right? Rich Handler. Notice Jefferies group has that 74 encoded, like Gematria, like English, like Masonic, like occult, like London, like Jewish. In Gematria, Jewish practice, 74, a very special number. The Event 201 simulation of October 18th, 2019, the day leaving 74 days left in the year. That was the coronavirus outbreak pandemic simulation. It was the same day the military World Games began in Wuhan. So clear parallel between all three of these stories. You can understand why they all come on March 29th. Also in the news this day, Joe Diffie, 61-year-old country singer, dead from coronavirus. And his death came on his 93rd, or excuse me, the news of his death came on the 93rd day from his age. The 93rd day from his age, the day the news broke, March 29th, Wuhan, coronavirus 93, propaganda 93. We're talking about how the Queen is 93 years old right now. Again, the word Saturn equals 93. Saturn is the keeper of time, connected to death and judgment. He did die Sunday. So, excuse me, this screenshot I took of Wikipedia has... Or, I'm just tripping. No, he's fine. I guess the screenshot's fine. I just read backwards. I saw that 28th. Okay, that was his date of birth. December 28th, died March 29th, Sunday. So, yeah, he did die on his 93rd day of his age, the day the news came out. And, again, it was that date with the 62 connections, sacrifice 62, Faustian bargain equals 62, which is a deal with the devil for material wealth and gain. Again, all these headlines contribute to the coronavirus pandemic. If you're new here, there are 4 base ciphers. You want to know all 4. The alphabetic order with the rules numerology, the reverse alphabetic order with the rules numerology. 118, the word death is 118 in Jewish gematria. 73, sacrifice is 73. 260, when the zero's at the end of the word, it doesn't really matter. 26 is an important number. Virus equals 26. So I will have to keep an eye on the Queen. They've now given us a story that could lead to the Queen being diagnosed. And then 71's the 20th prime, death equals 20. I predicted at the very start of the year that 2020 would be a rough year for celebrities. There'd be a lot of death this year because death equals 20. I said to watch out for 71 in entertainer names because 71's the 20th prime. So this man had fateful name gematria. 2 numbers that connect to death, 1 that connects to sacrifice, and 1 that connects to the virus. Again, this is why you want to know the ciphers forwards and backwards. It allows you to see the totality of the rituals and why people are chosen. Okay. Also, as we covered last night, but we'll do it one more time, opera legend Placido Domingo. Domingo means sun on Sunday. This opera singer, he gets hospitalized for the coronavirus. And notice his birthday is January 21st. Remember, 121's the number coded all over the place. The first case in the U.S. was January 21st, which was the first case in the world outside of mainland China. Coronavirus outbreak 121 and a whole lot more. If you have Sirius XM, turn to channel 121 for your coronavirus station. Again, the number's everywhere. But with regards to this happening Sunday with this man, again, 293, the 62nd prime. Placido Domingo, 62. He's an opera singer, 62. Coronavirus pandemic, again, 293, the 62nd prime. And again, you just got to say, what are the odds that all the people that end up in the headlines on this day have this clear connection in numbers? Another death on this day was a man in prison, and they're still saying they don't know what he died from. They might come out yet and say he died from coronavirus, but this man was said to be a serial killer, found dead in his jail cell, March 29th. He was known as the Grim Sleeper, which equals 62. His name is 170 and 62 in those exact same ciphers. Sacrifice 170 and 62. The word kill is 64. He was a serial killer. Another story in the headlines from this weekend, British boxer Anthony Yarde. His father died from coronavirus. This news did break March 29th, but his father died March 28th. The story was about how his dad died. In his own words, he said, "My dad passed away from this virus yesterday." That was Saturday, March 28th. So the news broke March 29th. The date was 72 numerology. Dad is 72. And what jumps out about this story is that from his birthday to his dad's death on the 28th, while he's 28 years old, was 228 days later. And death is 228 in the Sumerian cipher. Again, with regards to his father dying on the 28th, while he's 28 years old and being a professional boxer, Kill is 28, Boxer's 28, Boxing's 28, Yarde's 28, the family surname. His upcoming birthday on August 13th, or 13/8, is 138 days after the father's death, which is also interesting. Or a span of 139 days. Freemasonry is 139. Remember, Kabbalah is based in Freemasonry. 139 is the 34th prime, and murder is 34. So they released that news the day after the death, and again, that date had the numerology connection to the word sacrifice. Also, a story I missed from a week earlier. Lee Green, former St. John's basketball player, dead from coronavirus at age 49. He died Monday, March 23rd, 2020. Notice how they posted it at 49 minutes after the hour. Dead at 49, the name Green with the alphabetic order is 49. But the day he died, March 23rd, that is the 83rd day of the year. Murder, 83. The song Murder by Numbers by the British band The Police, about how killing's the sport of the elite. It's as simple as ABC 1, 2, 3. That song came out in 83. 83 is the 23rd prime. Wuhan equals 23. He died on the 23rd of March. It was a date with 46 numerology. Sacrifice and virus are 46. He played for the St. John's Red Storm, Gematria of 89, like virus as well. It was also a date with 66 numerology. Corona's 66. Again, he died at age 49 with the surname Green. Green 49. Run it in reverse. Green equals 86. And when you just think about medical terminology and plagues in history, green. There's an association. Mr. Yuck. Anyhow, 86. Blood sacrifice 86. He was a basketball player. We've seen a lot of basketball players diagnosed by the numbers. Basketball and Wuhan have the overlapping gematria. Basketball's been a huge part of the ritual with this entire thing, from Kobe Bryant to the NBA and the number of players we've discussed. Also, yesterday I covered in a longer video that a lot of you haven't watched because you've shared with me that a 33-year-old died. Yeah, I know, it's on my blog, and I covered it in 2 videos actually, but here we'll do it one more time. 33-year-old member of the Louisiana governor's staff died, and very suspicious. Again, Corona's 33, government's 137, the 33rd prime. She died Saturday, March 28th. Her name Gematria, April Dunn. April Dunn, 46, like sacrifice, like execution, like virus. And she worked in the Disability Affairs Office, which has Gematria of 170, like sacrifice, also 118, like death. Death also 38, like Louisiana, where she worked. But what really stands out is that she died on the 88th day of the year at age 33. Arsenic poisoning is 88, poison's 88, arsenic's 33. Arsenic's the 33rd element on the periodic table. When people die from arsenic poisoning, it looks like they died from the flu. And when people are dying from coronavirus, they're dying essentially from the flu. So think about how easy it would be to off somebody and then blame it on the coronavirus, as I'm pretty sure that's what's going on in the world of celebrity right now. And just to cover one more thing real quick, just to show you how redundant the numbers are, with the Queen at the beginning, we talked about how Royal Footman was 155 and 56 like coronavirus. Tom Hanks was just back in the headlines for returning to the States after getting over his coronavirus. Him and his wife were both born in 56. The story came 263 days after his birthday that he returned. The 56th prime, coronavirus 56. For his wife, it was 155 days from her birthday. Coronavirus 155. And again, it was also 67 days after the first case was found in the U.S. Rita Wilson 67, Wuhan 67. So again, the numbers are just so redundant everywhere you look. The same patterns, the same encoding, because these are numerical rituals. Also on Sunday, for just a little bit more, 293.62. Again, 29/3, 293, the 60-second prime. Rhode Island and Connecticut instituted these self-quarantine for 14 days rules. Rhode Island 62, and Connecticut did it as well, another 62 state. Again, news by the numbers. Every detail of coronavirus in the mainstream has been news by the numbers, no exceptions. So, next video coming up will be on some predictive programming, such as the song Dr. Creep Pandemic from 2013, where, and I quote, lyrics go, 2020 combined with coronavirus, body stacking. The lyrics are terrible. I have a feeling Bill Gates wrote this song. But again, it just shows you how planned this event is. So we'll cover that and more in the next video. There's a lot of predictive programming for the headlines we're living out. Until next time.